Today we're on the set of Innate. It's a hot set, so we want to be careful not to get in the way. We are interviewing Sean Kaiser, who has the lead in the role, Innate. Innate is coming out in 2017. It is Love and Respect Entertainment's latest development, which is being directed by Yao Achapong. Sean, how are you?
I'm good.
You're in the middle of filming. Is this your first big role?
This is this is my first big role in a film and one of my first films.
Oh, okay.
So it's very exciting.
You studied stage acting. Where was that? Dean?
Yeah, Dean College in Massachusetts. I studied theater. Yeah. Got into it pretty late in high school, and then I fell in love with it, and I fell in love with acting and being in characters and stuff like that. So I auditioned for that school and got in. So
terrific.
Ever since
and
then.
What was your favorite role that you played at Dean College?
I would probably say my favorite role was Don John in Much Ado About Nothing. He's people don't know it, he's a villain, and his brother is like best friends with these two other soldiers, and he always feels like he's left out. And I feel like I played it really cool and interesting because it had almost like a charm to his evilness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah, it was very fun.
Those are the most evil, the most charming, the ones you
don't
gotta
know
look out for, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about your role in this film.
Well, I play Eli, and he's the son of Leroy, and he stumbles upon, I don't want to give too much away, but he stumbles upon the fact that he can rewind time. And he goes through this whole emotional stage and physical stage of trying to learn how to use this for good. And figure out, I don't want to give too much away, but he does.
So he's a good guy or a bad guy? Oh, we don't know.
I would say he's a good guy, but I'll leave that up to the audience.
Okay, great. And what do you like about this role? What are the challenges of this role?
I think one of my major challenges is that he goes back in time. So how does someone like me or you feel about going back in time? So when I'm that character and I'm trying to be him, it was hard to get the feeling of what time travel would feel like. You know, how it works with your body, how you feel afterwards, you know what I mean? So me and Yao used to talk about like how like I'm drained, almost like you would go to an extreme workout, you know what I mean? So it was challenging on whether or not how I would find that middle line, you know what I mean? The intermediate of what works and what doesn't. So that was probably the most challenging part I had.
Right. What about set life? What's the most challenging part about set life?
Getting sleep, man. Trying to stay awake, you know, trying to like, you know, stuff happens when you're on set, you know, things go down, things go good, you know, things go bad, and you gotta just be able to go with it, you know, you gotta move, you gotta just keep the pace up, you gotta keep focused, you gotta stay in character, and you gotta just do it, you know, and then everyone on the crew is amazing, and everyone loves doing this, so it's not that hard.
How about your other cast members? How are you getting along? What's it like working with them?
Great, you know, backstage we're laughing, you know, sometimes it might be too much laughing, but it's always good, you know, when you have people that all love and respect this art, it goes amazingly.
Hence the name Love and Respect Entertainment,
Absolutely.
Right? So what have you learned so far as an actor, being on this set?
I've learned a lot. You know, this is my first real film. So, you know, I've done a few extra stuff on my TVs and stuff, but that's different. You know, you're behind the scenes, just walking around. But this was challenging because it's like now I have to realize I came from stage. So stage, you go over the top and it's big, you know, everything. You want to make sure everyone can see it in the back row. And here it's such small detail. You want to be able to make sure that you're not opening your eyes so big, you know, and you show the right emotion that comes with it and don't over exaggerate, you know, just make it come natural. So it was a little bit challenging to transfer to that side, you know, it was so quick. So, but working with Yao, he really helped me out, and like everyone else in the cast, and I really think that it came across good. So it was really great working with everyone and making them feel right at home.
So what advice would you give to someone just starting out? That freshman that's just walking through the door of Dean College and the theater program, what advice would you give them?
Oh man, I would say that they need to stay within who they think they are and who they think they can play. A lot of people, you know, they want to be a funny guy, and that's okay, you want to be the funny guy, but if that's not who your type is and you're more of the love guy, you're more of the boyfriend, or say you're more of like a bad guy, or like, you know, you're the cameo, you got to stick with what you can do, because people in the outside world are going to want what you are, you know what I mean? And then when you break off and stuff like that, you can change it, but they want to see what you can do and who you best come across. So I would say for anyone that walks in that door is be your type and play within your type. Don't do roles that you wouldn't think you played. Don't sing songs from shows that you would not do in real life. You know what I mean? You got to think of the future. You can't just be like high school and college, you play these roles that you never play for years to come.
Right. You mentioned working with Yao Ajapong. What's it like working with him?
Oh, it's great. I mean, he's my first director that I've worked with on a film set and outside of college. So, you know, I had my directors at school that I felt really comfortable with and all that, and it was like, but it was good. You know, I wanted to get out and I wanted to be able to experience new directors and stuff. And when I saw that on Backstage, actually, I found this and I just applied, and then Yao reached back out to me for an audition, and I was like, oh, sweet, you know, I just out of college, this is gonna be awesome. So we had an online audition, and probably the biggest thing that stuck out to me with him is that he was just so dedicated. He wanted to make everything be tight and clean and no bullshit, you know what I mean?
Right.
Get as many shots to make it as good as possible, and that really was like, now I want to work with him, because he wants to work and I want to work.
Right.
So you want to find people that have that same, just that same, I don't know the right word, but it's that same type of dedication.
Passion?
Passion, yes, that's
Yeah.
it, passion. That same passion that you can have and that you connect with your director like that,
Right.
it's just, you can't beat that. You can't make
Sounds
that
like
stuff
the
up.
passion is infectious.
Exactly.
That's terrific.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We're with Sean Kaiser, and we're on the set of Innate, coming out in 2017 from Love and Respect Entertainment. Sean, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
We'll see you soon.
All right.